Hi everyone, welcome to my channel if you're new, or welcome back if you're not. So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this look right here. When I started I didn't know what I was doing, I was just making it up as I went along, and then I decided that I wanted to do this lip, so I kind of tied things around that. So yeah, I'll just give you a closer look. So it's like a soft smoky eye. I tried to tie in a little bit of the lilac in the highlight, obviously the dark Vampy Lip, and then I did a little bit of a custom blend for the highlight, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm really feeling it. I think I'll be rocking this kind of look a little bit more often. I don't often do like a really dark lip like this, but yeah, so I hope you like the look and I hope you enjoy the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up down below if you do, and yeah, enjoy. So I'm going to start off as usual with my Urban Decay Eden Primer Potion. And the first shade I'm going to take is this base colour from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm popping that into my crease as my transition colour. And I'm also going to run that under my eye. And then I'm taking some of this neutral brown shade, and we're going into the crease again, just to add some more definition and depth. So if I haven't said in the intro, I don't actually know what I'm doing just yet. I'm just kind of making it up as I go along, but I think I want to do like a strong lip, like this kind of dark purple liquid lipstick I have here. I think I want to incorporate that or something along those lines. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see what we come up with. So next I'm just taking a small little detail brush like this, and I'm going to run that brown shadow along my lower lash line. For the lid then, I'm going to move into the Morphe 350 palette, and I'm taking this shimmery taupey colour right here. And then I'm just going to switch back to that darker shade in the crease, and I'm going to blend it onto the edge of the lid. It is so warm here today. For the first time in I don't know how long, I'm actually wearing shorts inside, which is a nice feeling. It feels really summery. And this summer I've kind of become obsessed with like these basketball style tops. This one is an Adidas one that I got just recently. It's kind of like a mesh, a sheer one, and I got it in white as well, so it's like the reverse white with black. And I have a pink one that I wore in a previous video in the 40 beauty questions tag, and I've been just loving this kind of style. I don't know why, it's just kind of cool and summery. But anyway, so because I want to do like that dark purple lip colour, I want to kind of tie in those kind of cooler tones into the eye and not have it clash and not have this too warm. So I'm going to just try something and see if it works. I'm going to pat on a little bit of this lilac pigment from the Ivory stack from Naked Cosmetics. So it's like a white with a kind of a purpley flashback to it. So I'm going to pat that on a little bit over the lid colour there and see what happens. And I'm just going to pat it on dry and see how it goes on first dry. I like that, that's quite nice. Yeah, I definitely like it dry on it because I'm still getting the warmer kind of goldy taupe colour underneath coming through, but the purple is just tying into it when it hits the light. So I'm starting on the inside and blending it outwards because I think I'm going to pop the pigment on the inner corner, but just brighter, so most of the colour is going to be concentrated on the inside. So I'm going to take NYX's Jumbo Pencil in Milk and use that as a base for the inner corner. I'm just going to pat that out with my little finger. And then I'm going to pop that same pigment over that white, and hopefully it'll look okay. I don't know if it'll be too purple or not. Oh no, I like that. It's definitely more of a cooler purple on its own, or a cooler lilac I should say, whereas over that shadow it's more warm. So for liner I'm using the Essence Liquid Ink eyeliner in Waterproof. I went a little bit wobbly there at the end. Fix that. I'm not a fan of that wing, but we'll just go with it. Yeah, I prefer that wing. I hate when this happens. So I'm just going to try and thin out this one to match it. I'm using a MAC 266 to kind of remove the end of that wing. The way this liner sets, it kind of sets like almost just a film. Like it won't rub or come off with water because it is waterproof, but you can kind of scratch it off, like dried mascara, that kind of a way. So this is like a real hair. It's a little bit scratchy. This one, it's one of the special edition ones. So I'm just taking off kind of the top edge of the end of my wing because I want it to be thinner, but I don't know if I'll be able to get the right effect. Right, take two. They're a bit better. I think we'll leave it at that. So curling my lashes and applying mascara. And I don't know if I want lashes yet or not. I think I'll have to see it with the lip and stuff to see how more dramatic I want my eyes to be. So I'm going to leave the eyes at that for the moment. So moving on to the face, for my primer I'm going to use number 7's Shine Free Primer to keep me matte on this lovely warm day. And also because one of the foundations I'll be using is a little bit more slippery and I'm oily, so we want to keep it on our face. So for my foundation I'm going to mix Estee Lauder's Double Wear with the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops. Oh damn it, I used the wrong shade in the Cover FX and I'm after mixing it, so I'll have to wipe that off. Such a waste of product. Start again. So I'm using a lighter shade in the Double Wear and then a darker shade in the Cover FX, but I accidentally used the lighter shade in the Cover FX. Well done. So I've just mixed that on the back of my hand with my ring finger, so whatever I've left here, I'm just going to dot onto my face. And then I'm using this brush from PS, from Pennies or Primark if you're in the UK. It's just like a fluffy angled synthetic brush. So I'll blend out what's on my face first. And then I'm going to pick up more from my hand. And this is my first time using this combination of foundations. I tried the Cover FX drops just mixed together. I tried a light one mixed with a darker foundation from Flormar. And I normally mix Flormar Matte Touch and the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I have a darker in Flormar and a lighter in Estee Lauder, so I mix them to get a good coverage, but also to get the right colour. But I just find there's that little bit of a slip to the Cover FX. It's just a little bit more emollient. So I wanted to try it with the more matte foundations of the two that I normally use, which is the Double Wear. And that's why I also use the mattifying primer, because I found that while the coverage stayed all day and the kind of the colour was there, it just got a little bit kind of, which I want to kind of let separate slightly just with the oils in your face, around my chin area and a little bit on my forehead. So I'm going to see how this wears today. And if you have any recommendations for a good full coverage matte finish foundation, then please do leave a comment below. I'm always on the hunt for a good foundation, and I love something with a matte finish and something with full coverage. For my under eyes then, I'm just going to prime first with a little bit of Benefit Stay Don't Stray. This is just a little travel size one, just to help prevent any creasing. I always get creasing, but I do think that this helps a little bit. So I've just placed that around where the creases under my eye are. And then I'll use my Naked Skin concealer in Light Warm. So I'm using that as an under eye concealer and a highlight. And then just with my foundation brush, I'm blending that out. So we're going to want to set that in place, and I'm just using Rimmel's Stay Matte translucent pressed powder, and as you can see, it's well loved. For my contour today, I'm going to go with like a cooler contour and less bronzy. I'm taking Ben Nye's eyeshadow in Taupe. Okay, before I do my highlight, I'm going to do my brows. So I'm using Inglot's Gel Liner in number 90. Whenever I have my brows like this, when they're just outlined and not filled in, it always reminds me of an Illamasqua. It was like a promotion picture, I think, but it was of a makeup on a model, and it was like all kind of outlines, and then it was all joined together. It was just all lines on her face, and not all over her face, but in certain areas. And I thought it was really, really cool, and really, I don't know, I just found that like aesthetic really inspiring. And I remember I did a look based off it in my makeup course, so it would have been a few years ago now. But I must try and recreate it or something sometime. I remember I actually saw a recreation not too long ago of it, but I've always loved that picture. So I've just switched over there to the Ben Nye Taupe eyeshadow, and I'm just doing that through the front of the brow. So that's one brow done. I'll just do the same on the other side and come back. So now that I have both brows on and the majority of my face, I can actually see that I do want lashes with the eyes. So I'm going to be using these lashes from Amore US or Amore Us, number 415. I saw Julia Graf do a video about these lashes, as she'd ordered them from eBay, and they were great quality. So I immediately went and had a look, because they're basically the same as like Red Cherry. Same kind of good quality, but for a way cheaper price. I got them for like €150 each, including shipping. And I had featured them on my Snapchat, my makeup Snapchat, which is ChristineMUA. Talking about them as well, because I was so pleased with the quality and the shipping and the price and everything, so I would highly recommend these. So I'll just apply these lashes, and again I'll be right back. So those are the lashes on, and the glue is just going to continue drying, so you might be able to still see it at the moment. And I just realised I never filled in the front of this brow. 2 seconds. Okay, so that's a bit better. Can't believe I did that. So now I'm going to add some highlight, and I don't know what I want to use, but I feel like I want to mix something up. I think I might use the pink from the Ivory Stack, and I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so I'm going to use the pink from the Ivory Stack, the Naked Cosmetics Ivory Stack, and then I'm going to use Garland from Bare Minerals, which is just this light gold creamy kind of vanilla shimmery colour. You can probably get it in a lot of different ranges, just that shimmery creamy goldy colour. So I'm going to mix the two of those and see what they're like on. I've just taken up a little bit first, so pile on another little bit. So I used the pink because I wanted to incorporate again those cool tones to tie in with the look, but obviously not too pink, so I wanted to take something more of like a standard highlight, like that creamy goldy colour. That came out more pink I think than I was expecting, but I really like it. It's just pink when the light hits it. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, because I can't look around that far, but yeah, there's like a flash of pink when the light hits it, which I really like. So play around with like your pigments and your eyeshadows and stuff. I often use just regular eyeshadows as a highlight. So play around with what you have and see if you can create something new and fun. Pop a little bit on a cupid's bow and just on the tip of the nose. Yeah, okay. To blush or not to blush? Okay, I think I'm gonna have to do the lip and then decide. Or no, will I? I'll just do a little bit of one of my new ones from Flora. Sorry, I'm like disappearing out of the camera as I'm talking to you. I got some stuff from, no, not Flora, what am I saying? From Kiko. God. I got some new stuff from Kiko and I did a first impressions on a lot of that stuff, including like the Kat Von D eye palette and other products, and I forgot to include the Kiko blush because I actually used a Flora blush. It's a nice, just soft, neutral one, so I'll show you that. So it is the Soft Touch blush in 105, so it has a nice, it's kind of like the NARS packaging kind of feel, nice compact, and that is the shade there. So really neutral, would literally go with anything. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that. I know a lot of people don't like blush at the moment just because kind of contouring and highlighting has really taken over, but I always just like a little bit because I feel like it's just so, I don't know, just flat or something, you know, because you add in your shade and your light, but I feel like you just need a little bit of colour on the cheek. And I wouldn't be a massive blush person at all, like I don't like a lot of blush just because I feel like it kind of accentuates my acne scars underneath. But I feel like I always need a little bit something just on the apple of the cheek, whereas my contour, my highlight is back here. Yeah, I feel better with that on now. Okay, before I do the lip, I'm just going to run over my lash band with the liquid liner just to conceal where the glue hasn't gone completely clear before I finish it off. So I'm literally just holding down the actual lashes so I can get in there, and then using the tip of my brush, I'm just wiggling it in on the spots where you can see kind of like the whiteness of the glue, or where you can see the lash band. I can already tell I'm preferring the finish of the Cover FX either with the double wear or with the mattifying primer, or with both, because normally with most foundations I find that like when I'm doing anything on my eyes where I have to raise my eyebrows, if I have foundation on already, it immediately starts sinking into those forehead lines right there, and it hasn't really done so just then when I was doing my covering up the lash band. So I'm happy with it so far. I'll see how it wears and I'll let you know how it goes on my blog, which will be linked down below. Okay, so now all that's left is the lip, and I haven't used this before, so it is like another little first impressions. It's from Beauty Bakery and it is in the colour She's Just Jelly, and it's called their Lip Whip, so it's like their liquid lipstick. So I'm just going to swatch on my hand first. That's pretty. That was an awkward place for me to do that. Ugh. That was a really dark vampy colour. I'm excited. I just want to see if I can pair a lip liner with it. I'm going to see what Night Moth is like next to it. Yeah. So that is liquid lipstick. That is Night Moth. It's a little bit lighter, but I'm going to be going over it with the actual lip colour anyway. I just want something to be able to neaten it up. So I'm going to go in with Night Moth from MAC. I always struggle with getting in shot for lips. I always like this little mustache part. Okay, so we've lined and we're looking very chola, and we'll just fill in then with the lip whip. It's thinner than I thought it was gonna be. Which isn't a bad thing. I don't know why I just thought it was gonna be like a little bit thicker. And I can already feel it. It's setting to a matte finish. And night matte is a pretty good match for this. Oh, I'm loving it. Now that it's all, I'm looking at it all together. The only thing I find with darker colours is that, especially on my lips, it probably depends on your lips as well. Once they start drying, they start going a little bit patchy where they've been layered differently. And I always get 2 patches on my lower lip where colour normally won't stick. It seems to be sticking with this, which I'm happy about. I've used other liquid lipsticks and I still get the same little patchy effect. So I really just went in with a second whole layer onto that just to try and even it out, because I was just kind of touching up areas, but I think the best bet is just to go over the second layer. Top lip isn't too bad. Okay, now it's gone super dark, but I really like it and I'm really pleased with like the little inner corner highlight. It has that lilac colour to it. Yeah, loving it. So now I'm just going to take a little bit of concealer and clean up the edges, because this is by no means perfect. I tried to fix it with the lip liner and I've messed it up. Okay, that's still not totally even, but I think it'll do. I'm really liking it, especially I'm just liking the whole look. And I like that the darker lip colour always makes your teeth look that bit whiter, which mine definitely need. I hate my teeth, but they're not the whitest, but they're also quite sensitive, so I'm afraid to do like whitening and stuff. But anyway, yeah, so I like the way that looks and I like the look as a whole. Get this out the way. Do a close up. So those are the eyes. And the lips. And the cheeks. So that is the finished look. So thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, do give it a thumbs up by clicking the like button down below. I hope you like the look. I certainly do. And even if you don't, I hope you found it interesting or saw some products that you're interested in. I often watch tutorials, and even though I'm not particularly, not that I don't like the look, but if I don't learn anything, I'm usually interested in like the products and what they're using and how they're doing it and the technique. So even if this look isn't for you, I hope you enjoyed it in some way. And also, if you are not following me on social media, please do. I will have my links, they're usually on the screen, but I'll put them down below as well. And also subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here on my channel. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!